2 people killed, 9 injured, and hundreds of lives put in jeopardy because of a workplace dispute that turned violent right here on the streets of New York City.
So if you get caught in a similar situation, what can you do to increase your chances of survival? We're asking Harry Houck, a retired NYPD detective who currently develops active shooter program. Good to see you this morning, Harry.
Good morning, guys.
Now, this is a situation hopefully people are never anywhere near, but what's the first thing you need to do if you're caught up in a similar situation?
Okay, exactly. In the event you're caught up in a situation like this, the first thing you need to do, as soon as you hear shots, you gotta hit the deck, okay?
You gotta get down as fast as possible.
Get down as fast as possible. Hit the deck, because the last thing you want to do is get up and say, oh my God, where are the shots coming from? Because if you do, you could be the next person shot.
But if you hit the deck, you can't run. Aren't you supposed to just run away?
What's going to happen is you don't probably know where the shooter is, okay? So the best thing is just hit the deck, okay? Hit the deck and get down behind something. Roll. You've got barriers like this all over the city, okay? You've got vehicles all over the city. You've got fire hydrants, okay? You've got telephone poles. Get down and get some cover first, all right? Once you got cover first, then you can assess the situation, all right? You can see where the shooter is. Follow where the people are running away from. That's the area you know you want to go.
I gotta tell you, I was a few blocks away from the Empire State Building yesterday, and people were fleeing towards the scene. That's because we live in New York City. People saw the copters, they wanted to be near it. One of the unfortunate circumstances is that the police actually inadvertently shot some of the bystanders. How do you protect yourself from that?
Well, if you get caught between the police and a perpetrator, the only thing for you to do is get down on the ground like I did before and stay as low as possible. The police are going to arrive quickly, okay? So their main concern is taking that shooter out, okay? It's not you. So you're going to have to get down on the ground, hide behind a vehicle, hide behind a barrier like this, any kind of barrier that you see out there on the street.
Yeah.
Stay down low, don't get up until the shooting is finished. Until the police tell you what to do.
The last thing you say is fight, and that is if you can't escape or hide, you have to somehow take down the shooter.
Right. Well, that's basically if you're inside a building and something that occurs.
Like the Aurora tragedy or the Sikh temple tragedy.
Correct.
Obviously, I mean, sadly, we're seeing these. It seems like we're seeing more and more of this sort of violence. So somebody's got to take out the shooter. How do you do it?
Right. Well, basically, what you have to do is if you can't escape. All right, if you can't hide and barricade yourself, then you've got to take on the shooter if it's you or them, all right? If you don't put that in your mind, okay, the best thing to do is try and utilize something in the area. There might be something that you can pick up, all right? If the shooter is finally out of bullets and he has to reload, that's a real good time to go after the shooter. And if you can get a couple other people, okay, to help you take on the shooter, that's the best thing to do. But that's the last resort. That's if only, it's either you or the shooter.
Got it. Henry Houck, you are a retired NYPD detective.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand this, and a former Marine. You're tough. Thanks for all the tips.
Thank you very much.
All right, Clayton, I guess we're more Fox and Friends in just 2 minutes. Stick around, the latest on what's happening down at Tampa Bay.